ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of our F1 2020? I think it's 2020. I've not done it for a while. Yeah, F1 2020, my team career mode. And I've got some explaining to do. We haven't uploaded this for about maybe 2 months. And it goes into... it fits in with the reason there's been no FIFA uploads either. But then the FIFA uploads is more because I fell out of love with the game. But, right, I had a few mental health problems. I had a few issues going on in my personal life. But I am back now. We've seen the Minecraft FSM series come onto my channel. We're now seeing F1 2020, my team career mode, come back. And after this, we're going to have some F1 league racing coming onto the channel too, in the FSM, F2 and F1 championships. It all depends how laggy I am when I do them. But the plan is to make sure that we can get them up. And yeah, it should be good. It should be good. I'm looking forward to it. But, because we haven't been on this for a while, I have to jog my memory like I probably have to jog yours. So the reason we're not spending money, I presume, is to extend the contract of our second team driver. If I can figure out how to get to that. Yeah, that's probably why. So the 18-day contract is up. So we'll do his contract and then we'll worry about everything else. As you can see here, we've got all brand new, roughly brand new parts fitted for the last 2 races. And next year, we're going to be shortening the calendar, I believe, if I can figure out how to do so in between. But yeah, we'll get into round 21, season number 2, and I'll return into F1 2020, my team career mode with Jordan. Look at the improvement on this lap. You could tell that we were not nailing this track in the first few attempts. And we're going to go 106.8. What a lap that was. We're into Q2, which is great news. We had to use an extra set of tyres, but we did make it in eventually. In our banker lap, we missed the apex. Hence why we're last. Not been the cleanest of laps, but hopefully it'll be enough just to get us through to Q3. We've done a purple first, a green second. What's the third sector going to be? It's going to be a 106.9. That should be enough to get us through. And it is enough. We're in P3 right now. Very scruffy lap from us. We're going to stay on these tyres and do one more lap. Much better on entrance to that corner, but on exit we lost a little bit of time.
We're expecting some rain soon. Expect the first drops in the next few minutes.
Outbroke ourselves. We're going to lose loads of time. Fingers crossed. Won't be P10. We're going to be P8. We can't do any better, guys.
We're all ready for tomorrow's race, but before we begin, let's have a quick look at those who will be fronting the grid. Sainz, Albon and Valtteri Bottas. Goodbye for now then, but we're really just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow.
Right, as you can see, we get P8 and we're going to basically hope for the best, because I know at the very end of the race there's meant to be some rain. So, fingers crossed we can get the right strategy. We can avoid being in a pile-up as well, which I seem to like myself getting into in F1.
Good
in
day
the league
today.
racing.
Let's have your take on it. Do you feel that you don't need to practice?
Let's go with not when I'm this good.
How will not making Q3 affect your strategy tomorrow?
I did make Q3, so I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, cool.
Was today a good day for you? What was the secret ingredient for your performance today?
The car was balanced.
Appreciate your time.
She's lost the plot.
Formula One returns to Sao Paulo once again with the stage set for what promises to be another classic Brazilian Grand Prix. Sebastian Vettel famously clinched his third championship here in 2012, and in 2016, Max Verstappen treated us to one of the finest wet weather drives of all time. We're racing today then at Interlagos, a historic 2.7-mile circuit, and one of the few anti-clockwise tracks on the calendar. 15 corners in total, 9 to the left and 6 to the right, with a technical middle section opening up to a flat-out Sector 3. And that gives us our best passing opportunity down into Turn 1. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Why don't we start by talking about Valtteri Bottas? They've had a fantastic campaign. It's been a wonderful year, and they come into this weekend's Grand Prix as a fully deserving champion.
It really is well deserved. I wouldn't say it's been a faultless title challenge, but certainly one that has been consistent and well managed. Here's hoping they let off a bit of steam today and give us an exciting race.
Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's race. It's Carlos Sainz in pole position, and Alexander Albon lines up alongside. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Vettel, Lewis Hamilton and Norris, Buchan, Perez, Verstappen and Esteban Ocon, Schumacher, Leclerc, Pierre Gasly and Ricciardo. They'll be starting further back after an earlier grid penalty. Stroll, Kvyat, Kevin Magnussen and Nicholas Latifi, Giovinazzi, Russell, Raikkonen and Romain Grosjean sits at the back of the grid. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
Let's see if we can keep the momentum up. Let's get another podium.
Well, as you can see there on the build-up, we've been knocked up into P7 due to a penalty for Daniel Ricciardo of 10 places. So yeah, it's going to be a decent little race, I hope. We start on the softs, we switch to the hards, and then maybe switch into inters. It won't get wet enough for wet tyres, full wets, but we may switch to the inters at some point in this race. We'll see. Let's get into today's race and see where we can get ourselves to finish. 4, 5, away we go! And we get a very good start, getting alongside Hamilton already. But we outbrake ourselves into turn 1, horrendously, go wide, and lose all the places we gained. We got alongside Leclerc and all, but we managed to absolutely mess it up. We've dropped back down to P7 again. Definitely have the pace on the cars in front, well, Lewis Hamilton especially, because he did start on the mediums. cannot get through. We should be able to do it here. We've got a lot of ERS to play with. We've got a powerful ERS system on this car. And we blast past Hamilton. Try not to hit the back of Vettel at the same time. We make the move.
Brilliant. Nice move.
Up into P6. Let's see if we can now gain on the cars in front. Sebastian Vettel, McLaren, Orlando Norris. We're on the curb on the inside there. That was a mistake.
Battery charge is high. Let's use that overtake button more.
Mistake. Hamilton's down our inside. We're giving him space. And he turns into us. What the
Okay.
was he doing?
One. Confirm you're okay, please.
We gave the guy space. Absolutely no room where we are. We are going straight. Hamilton. What the hell was he doing? Like, he's there. I mean, what do you want me to do in this situation? He's turning into me. With the onboard on Lewis Hamilton's car. Full speed. We give him so much space. We can't go anywhere else. And then, look, he turns into us. What a ridiculous move from Lewis Hamilton. Right, that's our Brazilian Grand Prix over and done with, guys. Thanks to Lewis Hamilton's incompetence. What a ridiculous move.
It's certainly been an incredible year for Formula One, and our drivers have all pushed themselves this season, making it one of the most compelling years of racing in history. There can only be one champion, however, and here they are now, our new Formula One World Drivers' Champion. That's a spectacular victory then, and with it, the championship is secure. It's been a magnificent season, and they thoroughly deserve the cheers of the crowd here today. So, Anthony, what made the difference out there today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's focus on the driver of the day, Anthony Davidson. Who do you pick?
Well, my driver of the day has to be Charles Leclerc. He was unstoppable out on the track today, weaving through the competition with ease. All respect to the fans' choice, they fully deserve it. But I just feel that my pick had a little more on their plate, so their ability to keep a cool head and come through for such a strong finish made the difference, at least in my opinion.
Nothing can challenge the leaders of the Constructors' Championship at this point, but it's another clear win for Mercedes as they managed to secure the Constructors' title. An incredible performance for the whole team. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time? Be sure to join us again as we continue to bring you the latest excitement in Formula One.
Absolutely fuming. Hamilton got a podium after he pit manoeuvred us into a wall. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Lewis Hamilton is a cheat. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed me raging at Lewis Hamilton's incompetence. If you are new around here, please subscribe for more. If you enjoyed this, leave a like. I've been Chris12, LFC, and I will see you later.